Hey everyone, welcome to today's abs workout. This is going to be a very grounding and calming session. We are going to move with intention and precision. So trust me, you're gonna feel it. No equipment is needed for this one, just a mat. So let's get into it. The first exercise of the workout is going to be a dead bug. Lie down on your back, arms up, legs in tabletop. You are reaching your right arm back and left leg forward, returning back to the center, and then repeating again on the opposite side. The great thing about lying down on your back is you're able to use the floor as feedback. Notice as you move your limbs if your back and pelvis are stable. The lower your legs are, the harder this is, so choose a level where you're able to stay in full control. We are moving on to a double leg extension. Hands behind your head, lift your head and shoulders up. Extend both legs out, keeping the lower back lengthened against the mat. You are bringing one leg in whilst keeping the opposite leg out, and we're just going to alternate between right and left. Just like the dead bug, you are trying to keep your back and pelvis stable. Inhale to bend your knee and exhale to extend. Next up, we have a V-sit. Let's put more emphasis on how we enter and exit the end position. This has definitely been inspired by Pilates. Focus on rolling through your spine bone by bone. On the way up, it starts from the head, so from head to tailbone, and on the way down from tailbone to head. Placing your hands behind the back of your thighs will give you more support, but if you want the extra challenge, you can always take your hands away. Now moving on to a seated oblique crunch. Stack your hands on top of the opposite elbow and roll back halfway. Bend and extend your knee 2 times whilst rotating towards the leg. Alternate between right and left, and that's your exercise. You want your hips to always face forward, so be mindful that the rotation is coming from your spine and not your pelvis. Last one before we repeat again, we have a plank to up dog flow. So this keeps on moving. You start in your plank, you're then squeezing your glutes to extend your hips and then reverse back to plank. Be sure to keep your abs and glutes switched on the whole time so that you're not compressing your lower back. You also need to make sure your arms are really active. So really ground down through your hands. You want to create the feeling of pushing your mat down through the floor. Great work everyone, 1 round down, 1 to go. Let's get started off again with the dead bug. Perhaps on this round your legs come down lower, really reach your arms back overhead. 1 long line from hand to foot. Moving on to the double leg extensions. So on this one, let's see if we can lift the upper back a bit more. So we're just putting a little bit more emphasis on the upper abs, and then yeah, again, same thing. For more challenge, you could always bring the legs down lower if you're in control. Moving on to the V-sit. Remember, this is all about how we enter and exit the exercise. See if you can feel each bone in your spine peeling on and off of the floor. For a more advanced option, do this exercise with no hands. There is also the option to straighten your legs at the top. That was no joke. Those straight legs are intense. Right, let's move on to the seated oblique crunch. This can stay the same, but again, let's just really be precise. Make sure the rotation comes from your spine. Sometimes when I see people doing this exercise in person, I notice they really move the arms a lot. People, make sure it is not your arms, it is not the pelvis. It is all in the spine. Try your best to get your chest to face each side of the room. Last but never least, we have the plank to up dog flow. And as the word flow suggests, we want to keep it moving. Ripple through your spine. Imagine your spine is like water, and then find that real strength and energy in your abs every time you hit that plank. This is the last exercise and therefore a celebration that we've made it to the end point. Enjoy it. We've got about 30 seconds left. The next time you lift your hips up, let's come into plank and let's hold. Last 15 seconds. Strong arms, strong abs, strong glutes. Squeeze your legs together. Full body integration. Last 10. That marks the end of your workout. Well done, everyone. That was definitely a steady but also strong session. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's just come up onto our knees, push your hips forwards, arch your back, stretch out your abs, and then recenter. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out any workout suggestions on screen, and I hope to move with you again on the mat soon.